episode 88, an in-between episode of Mr. Robin's Hood podcast, otherwise known as the philosophical musings of two deranged podcasters, now streaming directly into your frontal lobe. I'm Mr. Robin, also known as Robin Hohweiler, speaking to you today just moments after hanging up my toga, which, legally speaking, was never a great look for a sleep-deprived guy who drinks coffee as aggressively as I do. Joining me as always is my philosophical co-host, Mikel Mauree Robinson, known throughout the philosophy uni as Mikey-on-the-Mic, whose idea of a perfect day is reclining on a chaise lounge, staring into middle distance, thinking great thoughts, while her slovenly co-host, me, peels grapes one by one like some underpaid stoic intern.
And then feeds them to me.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Sometimes we turn into a bar trick. I'll go off 20 feet, throw them in the air, and she's got to... anyway.
Hey, I'm all about the bar tricks.
It's an inside joke.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
And if you're not on the inside, you're on the outside. Sorry. I feel like I'm just like an infomercial today, like blah, blah, blah. Ooh.
Yeah.
But we're about to get all philosophical and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about. It's one of my favorite themes because I've always told Mr. Robin, I am a self-proclaimed philosopher.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Miss Aristotle to you.
Yes. Good. That's good. We are podcasting today from our Greek temple, conveniently located across from hole number 2 of the Woodward Municipal Golf Course, where we collect stray balls, golf balls, and immediately begin...
No, we collect all balls. I don't know what he's talking about, but...
and begin debating the existential forces that compelled each ball to cross the road in the first place.
Was it balls.
Fate? Was it free will? Or was it just some dude named Josh who's been lying to himself about his swing since the mid-2000s? More inside
jokes. Actually, we had this conversation that I think the most named person or the most is that the way I'm supposed to say that?
Well, yeah, and we actually picked out the number of people in Oklahoma named Josh.
Yeah.
And
it's so many.
High.
I mean, we could sit here and rattle off all these Joshes all day.
Yeah.
Like if you name your kid Josh,
shame on you.
You or what's wrong with the world? No. It's just a popular name, I suppose. I don't understand why, but
yeah,
whatever. That's for another day. We're going to have a whole in-between episode about Josh, but not today.
Actually, didn't we already?
We did. We really did. We talked about that already, yeah.
These are the questions we ask. These are the grapes we peel. This is episode 88. Cue the deep thinking.
Yeah, you're gonna think so deep you won't know where deep thinking even came from or why it was there or why. I don't know.
Say hello to our philosophical musing audience, Mikey.
Hello, philosophical musing audience. I'm sorry. I'm everywhere but nowhere.
I know.
That's the thing.
Mikey is constantly threatening to walk off the Mr. Robin's Hood podcast and start her own called Mikey on the Philosophical Mic. So I decided maybe it was time to explore some basic tenets of philosophy.
And that's right.
We started with more than 10, but I soon realized that it would create a podcast that would go on for hours.
And we can't do that.
We narrowed those down to 5. And from that, we're hitting 3 of the most basic that focus on humanity. The selected philosophical topics encompass fundamental questions about human existence and morality. The meaning of life explores diverse perspectives on purpose. The philosophy of happiness examines what constitutes genuine contentment and how to attain it. And finally, the philosophy of time analyzes its nature, perception, and influence on human experience, offering insights into how we understand reality and our place within it.
That's so philosophical already. Yeah. Yeah. Throw that tassel around.
Okay, so we're going to kick this
Dramatic effect.
We're going to kick this thing off with the meaning of life.
The meaning of life.
You want this or you want me to?
You take it.
Excellent.
I feel like you've lived the most life. So you tell me the meaning. I knew that was coming. Did you guys see
there
that?
was an AIDS joke coming in here somewhere.
Inside joke.
So the meaning of life, a journey through ancient wisdom to modern existentialism, examining how Aristotle's eudaimonia, I knew I'd get it out there, Nietzsche's will to power, and the Buddhist non-attachment each propose different paths to purpose in our fleeting existence. The question of life's meaning has endured precisely because human existence is both finite and self-aware. Throughout history, thinkers have returned to the same tension. We live briefly, we suffer, we desire, and we search for coherence amid impermanence. What changes is not the question itself, but the proposed path toward purpose. Tracing that path from ancient philosophy to modern existentialism reveals not a single answer, but a spectrum of orientations toward living well.
How many people have we lost already? That was deep shit, bro.
Hey, hang in there, okay? There's a payoff.
There really is. I will dumb it down. No, kidding. Carry on.
Okay. For Aristotle, meaning is not found in abstract contemplation alone, nor in fleeting pleasure, but in eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or living well. Importantly, eudaimonia, oh man,
that's a great word.
Where do we get these friggin' words? Is not a feeling, but a state of being achieved. A state of being achieved over a lifetime. One cannot be said to live meaningfully based on isolated moments. Meaning emerges through sustained activity in accordance with virtue. Aristotle understood humans as rational and social animals. Purpose, therefore, lies in cultivating reason, moral character, and practical wisdom, while participating in a community. Courage, temperance, justice, and generosity are not moral decoration. By the way, there's going to be a test at the end of this.
Yeah, we're going to pop quiz.
They are habits that align human nature with its highest potential. Life's journey, in this view, is teleological. Oh, and I just screwed up. There went my page. There, I got it back. Moving toward fulfillment through balance, moderation, and ethical action. Meaning here is stable and grounded. The universe has an intelligible order, and humans can harmonize with it through virtue. Nietzsche, the putz that he was,
he's one of my favorites.
enters at a moment when inherited meanings, religious, moral, metaphysical, are collapsing. His declaration that God is dead is not a triumphal boast, but a diagnosis. Traditional sources of value no longer command universal belief. I'm going to read that sentence again because there's a lot of people that could stand to absorb that. His statement that God is dead is not a triumphal boast, but a diagnosis. Traditional sources of value no longer command universal belief. In their absence, nihilism looms. Nietzsche's response is radical. Meaning is not discovered, it is created.
I love that. It is not discovered, it is created. And that reminds me of this song by Portugal the Man.
I don't think I know the band.
Yeah, it's called Created.
Mm-hmm. Aren't you
It's a
the
great
philosophical
song.
Mikey-on-the-Mic?
I am. And I'm listening to what you have to say, but I have a lot to say after you're done.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. His concept of the will to power does not merely refer to domination, but to the fundamental drive toward growth, self-overcoming, and creative expression. A meaningful life is one that affirms existence despite suffering, transforming adversity into strength. Rather than Aristotelian harmony, Nietzsche champions tension. The individual must reject herd morality, confront chaos, and forge values anew. His ideal figure, the Übermensch, embodies this creative courage, one who says yes to life in all its impermanence and pain. Here, meaning is dynamic, unstable, and deeply personal. Life's journey is not toward equilibrium, but toward intensity, transformation, and authorship of the self. Now we're headed east. Buddhism approaches the question from an entirely different angle. Instead of asking how to fulfill desire or express power, it asks whether desire itself is the problem. Central to Buddhist thought is the recognition of impermanence and non-self. Suffering arises not because life is fleeting, but because we cling to what cannot last. Meaning in this tradition is not constructed through achievement or identity, but revealed through non-attachment. By relinquishing craving for pleasure, status, permanence, even the self, we cultivate compassion, clarity, and equanimity. The path is inward and experiential, guided by ethical conduct, meditation, and wisdom. Unlike Aristotle's lifelong flourishing or Nietzsche's self-assertion, Buddhism proposes a paradox. Purpose emerges when the need for purpose loosens its grip. Liberation, also nirvana, not the band,
Not the band,
is not an accomplishment, but a cessation of illusion. Life's journey here is one of unlearning, peeling away false narratives until reality is seen as it is, reality. These three perspectives illuminate different responses to the same existential condition. Aristotle offers structure and ethical continuity, Nietzsche offers creative rebellion, and Buddhism offers release from the very framework of striving. Each assumes impermanence, yet responds differently. One by cultivating virtue within it, one by defying it through creation, and one by dissolving attachment to it altogether. Modern existentialism inherits all three tensions. In a world without guaranteed meaning, we oscillate between cultivating values, inventing them, and letting go of the need for them. Perhaps the enduring lesson is not that one path is correct, but that meaning itself may be plural, shaped by temperament, culture, and circumstance. Life's journey, then, may not culminate in a single destination. It may instead consist of learning when to build, when to struggle, and when to release, each at different moments offering its own form of purpose in our fleeting time.
Wowzers. Okay, so you proposed three different views or approaches to the meaning of life. But go ahead.
You know what the meaning of life is? I figured this out years ago. It's clean smelling sheets. And if you think about that for a little bit, it'll come to you and you'll go, holy shit, he's right.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. I'm just going to break out in song.
Okay.
But you know what? That's a very insightful way to look at it, Mr. Robin. But in all clean sheets aside,
clean smelling.
Oh yeah, clean smelling sheets. So they just smell clean, or they are clean.
Well,
or they smell clean because they are clean.
They smell clean because they are clean. Yeah.
I just proposed 3 different things there. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Shake that tassel, boy. Yeah, get it. Okay, anyway, but what I was gonna ask you was what do you feel like the meaning of life is, and not the clean smelling sheets? Like, which one of those maybe
I think
do you resonate with, or you know what I mean?
Probably Buddhism.
Really?
Yeah, I've always kind of had that. Although, admittedly, I'm the last sort of Buddhist person you would ever find.
Yeah, no, I was kind of shocked by that.
But it's like, I've always been kind of I talk a good game, kind of a let it go. Just let it go. Non-materialistic, just fuck it, give it away, let it go.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. See?
So yeah, probably falling
in
behind
you feel like Buddhist. I'm not sure. I'm on the fence between Nietzsche and Buddhism, I think. I find the in Nietzsche's outlook of it, where he's kind of talking about, meaning is not discovered, it is created. And as a creative person, I really resonate with that. I want to create my own meaning of life, in a sense, you know? What is the meaning of life without a meaning for life? Right? Put that in your pipe, smoke it, chew on it, spit it out, put it back in your mouth, think about it a little bit harder, and then swallow it. I love that you just fake swallowed my nonsense. But anyway,
oh, I could have said something.
Oh my God, don't do it. I will.
Let it go.
I will shut it down. Shut it down from downtown, baby. So hard. I'm going to shut it down so hard that you won't even know what the meaning of life is. You'll be like, damn. Anyway, what a big thing to think about, you know, the meaning of life.
Yeah. Well, that's the point behind philosophy, I think.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's, we should be sitting on the porch going,
Now, Henry, I would like to propose to you that the meaning of life has no meaning at all. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
These are deep questions in a shallow world.
Very good.
God damn it.
That's why I hang out with her.
It's right. I'm Mikey on the philosophical mic. If I could drop the mic, I would, but it's attached, so I can't drop. I can't mic drop right now. But anyway, just a very interesting outlook on the meaning of life from those 3 views. I think
it's by no means the end all be all.
No,
but
That's the beauty of philosophy, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So now that we've got the meaning of life out in the open and what there is or isn't, we are going to move on to the philosophy of happiness. Happy wife, happy life. Okay.
Okay.
That's me segueing, so get on it.
No,
Get
that's
on
very good. And actually, I've always kind of felt
the need for speed.
no, I've
Sorry.
always kind of felt that we create our own happiness
Yeah.
in life. I mean, you can be as miserable as you want to be.
Yeah.
And until you decide you want to be happy, you're never going to get there. But obviously, there's a lot more philosophy involved. So, the philosophy of happiness.
I feel like you were just like James Bond just then. Kind of.
Yeah, that's me, all right.
That was very James Bond of you.
I wish I could do a Sean Connery accent.
Sean Connery.
All right.
Okay.
The philosophy of happiness. Unraveling the threads between fleeting pleasure, we've all been there, sustained contentment, and profound joy while questioning whether happiness is a destination or the very path we walk.
I feel like happiness is a magic carpet ride. You kind of look like you could be riding a magic carpet right now. I'm just saying.
That's very good. It's a good analogy. The philosophy of happiness has long wrestled with a deceptively simple question: what does it mean to live well? Beneath that question lies layers of distinction between pleasure and contentment, between momentary delight and enduring fulfillment, between happiness as something we reach and happiness as something we practice, which kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier.
Right.
Across philosophical traditions, happiness emerges less as a single emotional state and more as a complex orientation toward life itself. We need to start writing self-help books.
We should. I help you, help me, not be sad. How about that?
There you go. Pleasure is the most immediate and intuitive form of happiness. It arises from sensation, success, novelty, or relief from pain. A good meal, a laugh with friends, a moment of triumph. Philosophers have rarely denied its value, but many have questioned its sufficiency. Pleasure is inherently transient. Its intensity depends on contrast and novelty, which means it fades as we adapt, which is probably why I've been married so many times. When happiness is pursued solely as pleasure, it risks, that's a joke, just let it go. It risks becoming a treadmill, each satisfaction quickly replaced by the need for the next. This does not make pleasure trivial, but it does make it incomplete. Pleasure answers the question, what feels good now, but not what makes life good as a whole. Ancient philosophy often shifted.
It's getting deep.
Often focused.
They muddy the water to make it seem deep.
Oh, there you go.
Who said that?
I don't know.
I don't remember
Wile E.
either.
Coyote.
No. It was a philosopher, and his name was not Wile E. Coyote.
Ancient philosophy often shifted focus from momentary pleasure to enduring well-being. Aristotle, we're back to him, famously argued that happiness is not a feeling but an activity, a way of living. It emerges over time through the cultivation of virtue, reason, and meaningful participation in the world. Similarly,
it was freaking Nietzsche.
It was who?
Nietzsche.
Similarly, Epicurus, what are these friggin' Greek names, is often misunderstood as a champion
It's
of
philosophy.
Is Greek in origin.
Yeah, that's why.
If
you needed an answer to your question.
Champion of indulgence, kind of guy, when in fact he advocated a modest, reflective life aimed at the tranquility of mind. For Epicurus, reflective life aimed at tranquility of mind. I'm not using that word. For Epicurus, man, I keep dropping that in there. For Epicurus, happiness came, I was writing this at 4 a.m., came not from excess, but from freedom. Oklahoma. Freedom from unnecessary desire.
Oklahoma.
Unnecessary desire, fear, and pain. Contentment in these traditions is quieter than pleasure. It lacks the flash of ecstasy, but offers stability. Wow. It is the sense that one's life is coherent, aligned, and sufficient. Yet even contentment can feel thin when confronted with suffering, loss, or existential doubt. Some philosophies locate happiness not in comfort or balance, but in meaning. This is especially evident in existential and spiritual traditions, which distinguish joy from happiness as mood. In Buddhism, happiness is undermined by attachment. Because
was that sign language?
Well,
was that Buddha sign language?
That's my Buddha thing.
Buddha, rocking everywhere.
Buddha. Oh God, we're gonna.
All I'm saying is I can just break out in songs all day right now. That's where I'm at today.
Happiness is undermined by attachment because all things are impermanent. Clinging to pleasure or identity inevitably leads to suffering. Liberation arises through insight, compassion, and non-attachment. Not the pursuit of happiness, but the release of the conditions that make happiness fragile. Joy here is not excitement, but clarity and peace amid change. In modern existential key, Viktor Frankl argued that happiness cannot be chased directly. Oh, there you go. In Man's Search for Meaning, he suggested that happiness ensues when one commits to meaning through love, creative work, or moral courage, especially in the face of suffering. Even pain, he argued, need not negate a meaningful life. This conception of joy is paradoxical. It can coexist with grief, struggle, and uncertainty. It is less about how life feels, and more about why it is endured. Oh.
Deep stuff.
I should have worn my hip waders. The enduring philosophical tension is whether happiness is a goal to be attained or a mode of traveling. If happiness is a destination, it risks perpetual deferral. I'll be happy when. If it is a path, it demands presence, discipline, and continual recalibration. Many traditions converge on a subtle conclusion. Happiness is not a fixed endpoint, but an emergent property of how one lives. Pleasure spices the journey. Contentment gives it shape. Joy gives it depth. None alone is sufficient, but together they form textured human experience. Perhaps happiness is neither the prize at the end nor the road itself, but the way one learns to walk, attentive to moments of delight, grounded in daily practices, and oriented toward meaning even when the path grows steep. In that sense, happiness is not something we finally possess. It is something we participate in, imperfectly and repeatedly, as we move through the world.
Wow.
Speechless? Boy,
Ki-
that's a first.
Kind of. Oh.
I'm kidding.
I scared him. He's scared. Anyway, he's happy about being scared, though. Anyway, now that you have unraveled the meaning of happiness,
Mhm.
in a circle talk of all things happiness, I want to know what it really means. You know?
Well, wait, is that a rhetorical question?
Is it?
Oh, shit.
I'm being trickery.
You are.
I'm being trickery. Anyway.
Well, I think the big point there,
Mm,
and I've seen this in other people throughout my life, is the more they set the goal as quote unquote happiness, the less likely they are to find it.
true.
Because they're in this constant pursuit that just keeps stepping a few steps ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
And not sure exactly why that is, and they don't really talk about that in here. We don't talk about that in here. But it's
To chase happiness is
on the other
not
hand,
happy.
but see, here's where Nietzsche comes in. Because if you sit on your ass all day watching reruns of Gilligan's Island, waiting for happiness to drop through the friggin' ceiling, it'll never happen. Nietzsche was more about assertion. Go out and find that shit, hunt it down, kill it,
And make it
yours.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that was where I, proposed the question, how can you be happy if you chase happy, right?
Yeah, it's not so much about chasing it. I think what I'm at least getting from all this is that your life experiences, and it may be 15, 20 years down the road,
Mhm.
you're going to go, holy crap. You know what? I had a pretty good life. There was this. And I guess it's where what it is you set your eyes and goals upon, which is where the Buddhism comes in, because Buddha tells you to just let that shit go and the rest will happen.
Mm-hmm.
While you're listening to Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah. Entertain us.
Nirvana.
Entertain us.
Yep. So.
Well, I've often thought of, the meaning of happiness in a sense, and what really substitutes happiness, like what I think's happy and what you think's happy could be two different things. You know what I mean? It's not singular. It's moon with a bunch of, what is it? What's the moon have? Craters.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. That's good analogy there.
I'm all about the analogies today.
I know you are.
I'm doing all this crazy stuff today. Singing, analogies, bullshit, more bullshit, other bullshit. And here we are. Back at...
And are you happy? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to ask me that. I feel really happy.
I can tell.
Listen, I think part of happiness is just choosing it too, you know? I think that we're always moving towards something more. And if whatever you're striving for is what's going to make you happy, you're never going to be happy. Because you're never going to get there, because you're always striving for the next happy, you know? Am I making any sense?
Yes. You've given me an idea for a new book.
Ooh. Are you going to call it "To Be Happy is to Not Play Happy"?
Don't worry, be happy. No. The Tao.
Happy now.
I'm going to call it The Tao of Pooh and Beatle Lyrics.
What?
Yep. It's coming next Christmas. You'll see.
Next Christmas.
The Tao
He's
of
going to make
Pooh
me edit this shit.
and Beatle Lyrics.
Yeah, and Beatle lyrics. Yeah. My guitar gently weeps. Okay. Anyway, that is the philosophy of happiness.
Right.
And this one I've been looking forward to because I think time is a thief and it means nothing. Time is nothing and nothing is time, and I don't have time for nothing. Yay.
You know what?
On to you.
You know what?
What?
I'll just throw this out there. I wrote an essay when I was in high school in a literature class for a guy named James Wood, who was probably one of the best teachers that Woodward Schools ever had. And I'm not saying this because he really liked me or saw something in stuff I wrote. But I wrote an essay about doing away with time. And I tried to make it as coherent and relevant as I possibly could. And he used that and another short story that I wrote that I really do not remember as case studies for future classes. And I didn't even know that. I had another teacher that told me he had done that. And I was pretty honored at the time.
Well, yeah.
But I couldn't tell you now what my argument was for doing away with time. But
well, yeah, no, I mean that's definitely something that would be interesting to
and of course
to dredge up, honestly.
That stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was about to say.
Kept it because he's using it with.
Yeah, but you don't have it, so that's too bad.
They were all handwritten.
Yeah, that was back in 1912. Just kidding.
Go fuck yourself.
Gladly. It's my favorite pastime. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, on to the philosophy of time.
Navigating I love this phrase, navigating the river of moments that carries us all, exploring how the ticking clock shapes our memories, decisions, and the very architecture of consciousness itself. The philosophy of time confronts one of the most intimate and elusive dimensions of human existence. Time is not merely something we measure, it is something we inhabit. Boy, that's a true statement. We feel it passing, we resist it, we depend upon it, and we are ultimately shaped by it. To think about time philosophically is to ask how moments become memory, how anticipation governs choice, and how consciousness itself is structured by the flow we can never step outside of. You're giving me this look like...
Oh, my mind is racing about 1,000,000 miles an hour right now.
Oh.
But I am listening intently and deriving all of the thoughts in my head that I want to spew out to you. So carry on, though. Taking it all in right now.
Western philosophy's earliest reflections on time often begin with motion and change. Heraclitus, again with the Greek philosophers,
oh man,
their weird-ass names, famously likened reality to a river, ever-flowing, never identical from one moment to the next. His insight was not merely about external change, but about instability as the fundamental condition of existence. If all things are in flux, then time is not a container holding events. It is the very process by which reality unfolds. Damn.
Wow.
This view destabilizes the idea of permanence. Here comes the Buddhist.
Here comes the bride.
Identity, meaning, and even truth appear provisional, shaped by an ongoing becoming. Human life under this lens is inseparable from impermanence. We are carried forward whether we consent or not.
Wow.
We're time is a kidnapper. A profound shift occurs when time is understood, not cosmologically, but psychologically. Augustine of Hippo asked a deceptively simple question. What is time? He concluded that the past no longer exists, the future does not exist yet, and the present vanishes as soon as we try to grasp it. And yet, time feels undeniably real. Augustine's answer, have we done a podcast about this stuff before? No, you know what? I did a whole blog series on this.
Oh, okay. Here we go. It was the blog.
That's right. CosmicCityBlog.com. Augustine's answer locates time within consciousness itself. The past survives as memory, the future as expectation, and the present as attention. Time, then, is not something out there, but something the mind actively holds together. Without memory, there is no past. Without anticipation, no future. Consciousness becomes a stitching of moments into a lived continuity. This insight reveals why time is inseparable from identity. We are, in a sense, the stories our memories tell and the futures we imagine. Modernity intensified the tension between objective and subjective time. Clocks divide life into identical units, seconds, minutes, hours, suggesting a uniformed mechanical flow. Otherwise, the world would be friggin' chaos. Yet lived experience resists this regularity. Moments of joy seem to see how this is all coming together.
Yeah.
Really
I'm seeing it.
Genius.
Genius, I say.
Moments of joy seem to vanish instantly. Moments of suffering stretch endlessly. The philosopher Henri Bergson named this distinction explicitly. He argued that scientific time is a spatial abstraction, useful for measurement but inadequate for understanding experience.
I like that.
I do too. Real time, which he called durée, or duration, is qualitative, continuous, and irreducible. It cannot be chopped into units without distortion. In duration, moments interpenetrate. The present is thick with memory, and the future presses inward through anticipation. So see that even these guys are kind of tying their own shit together. Our decisions arise not from isolated instants, but from the accumulated weight of lived time. In the 20th century, time became central to existential philosophy. Martin Heidegger sounds like that dude that should be cooking meth out in the desert. What was his name? Well, Heiberg?
You mean the guy on Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
I don't know what his name was.
It sounded kind of like that. Anyway, argued that time. Did you ever watch that, by the way?
Not all of it. No, I only watched like 3 or 4 episodes.
I actually made it into the 3rd season and just became so bogged down with him whining about stuff. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, I only got 4 episodes in.
But if you skip past that and get into later episodes, it gets a little better. But I digress. Anyway, this Heidegger.
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 Heidegger, how are you?
Argued that time is not one feature of human existence, it is the fundamental structure. To be human is to be temporal. Thrown from a past we did not choose, acting in the present, charged with responsibility and oriented toward a future defined ultimately by mortality.
What if we didn't have clocks? What if we didn't have to be places on time?
Then you would always be on time, which she's not. Okay. No,
I'm not done with you yet. Stop.
No, you make a good point, actually. I mean, that's why I was saying before, it would be utter chaos.
I mean, do you think...
I mean, if we all just lived by the sun rising and setting.
Wasn't that how they used to live? Why did we put a clock on it? You know, my favorite band, Sublime.
Oh, yeah.
In their song, I think it's 40 Ounces to Freedom.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
There is a lyric in there where they say, life is one big question when you're staring at the clock.
John Lennon said,
I'm crazy like a dodo bird. No, I'm kidding.
John Lennon had a lyric that was...
What did he say?
Kind of similar.
Was it?
It said, life is what happens. Let's see. Life is what happens. Oh, damn it. I can't remember that now. Oh, life is what happens when you're making other plans.
Oh, yes. Okay, I have heard that. That's very true. I want time to go away. I think time is restrictive unless, I don't know. I mean, I know you're saying if we didn't have it, everything would be chaotic, but if we didn't have it and we didn't know that we ever had it, would it really be though, you know?
No. We'd get up when the sun comes up. We'd go to bed when the sun goes down.
Yes, I feel like that's what makes sense.
All of us would be standing naked outside during the day.
Yeah. Like, no nooners anymore.
Yeah. You know, since I've gotten to know you, I don't watch news as much as I used to.
Good, because that show'll rot your brain.
Except for the Daily Mail.
The Daily Mail.
Get your stuff from the Daily Mail.
Where we learn about the axe murder of 1912.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see here. For Heidegger, awareness of finitude gives life urgency and meaning. Our choices matter precisely because time is limited. Procrastination, regret, and anxiety are not psychological quirks, they are expressions of temporal existence. The ticking clock is not external pressure, it is the background condition against which significance emerges. Without time, here you go, there would be no decision, no risk, no narrative self.
I am having a visual of the Salvador Dali painting, The Persistence of Memory. And there's melting clocks and shit in there.
Yep.
And I feel like there's a lot of meaning in that piece of work.
Hmm.
And I think time is one of the
Oh,
pieces of that.
time shapes not only what we remember, but how we choose. Decisions are made under uncertainty, informed by past experience, and aimed toward imagined futures. Each choice closes off possibilities, giving time a moral dimension. To live is to continually trade one future for another. This is why time feels both oppressive and precious. It limits us, but it also grants weight to our actions. A timeless existence might be painless, but it would also be meaningless. Meaning depends on sequence, consequence, and irreversibility. To navigate time philosophically is not to solve it, but to become more attentive to how it moves through us. We are carried by the river. I love that. Yet
yeah.
we also shape its course through memory, intention, and care. The clock may tick indifferently, but lived time bends around love, loss, purpose, and hope. Time is not simply what passes, it is what forms, and in learning how to inhabit it, neither trapped in the past nor lost in the future, we begin to understand not just time itself, but what it means to be conscious, finite, and alive within its flow. So what do you think there, Mikey?
Well,
I think we're going to
Mr.
have to
Robin,
revisit this topic of philosophical musings in the future.
we'll have to do some more since we had 10. We'll have to pick out 3 more
Yeah,
to do
I'm already
later.
feeling worn out.
Oh, I'm parched. Anyway, I'm all about delving into the philosophical realms of the world and time and happiness and what it means to be alive and what it means when you're not alive. What? You did. But you did. Well, anyway, it was very enlightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully we've still got some of you.
Well, maybe we just philosophically blew your minds.
Somewhere in El Segundo, California, there's a couple of stoners sitting there going, dude.
Yes. Because it is too cold to surf, so they're sitting on their couch, looking at the clock, thinking that they're happy when they're really not.
Yep. Another inside joke. Okay.
That's all we got here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We hope you folks conveniently listening at home or in your car enjoyed that. If you have any questions for either Mikey or myself about today's episode or any other darn thing, you can email us at mr.robin@mrrobinshood.com or Mikey@mrrobinshood.com. Also, you can find us on Facebook at Mr. Robin's Hood Podcast. As always, you can also reach out to Mikey or me via Podophone at 580-827-1113.
Call me
Maybe
on the phone. Call me on the phone.
Maybe you just
Making
want to
our
get
own
something
songs.
off your chest, or you're feeling some butt pain because of something we said during the podcast, give us a call. Unless, of course, you're a deranged freak with an advanced degree in philosophy from NYU who's still living in his parents' basement because he can't find a job because, well, he
doesn't follow time and has no clock and he can't be anywhere on time.
Because he has an advanced degree in philosophy from NYU. And I
You
actually
should
know
call
that person.
me.
I actually know that person.
Really? You
Yeah.
do? That's
I probably
funny.
shouldn't have put that in there. You should
Shame.
call Mikey directly. You can leave a voicemail. Text us if you have a question, concern, complaint, compliment, suggestion, whatever. Just don't be a dick about it. That means you know who you are. In the meantime, tell all your friends to listen to this podcast as though their lives depend upon it. As always, you can stream or download episodes of Mr. Robinson.
And there's nothing better to do with your time.
See what she did there?
Ching.
We're on Spotify.
We are.
Only on with the audio.
With audio.
iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, the Podbean app, Apple Podcasts, Player FM, Listen Notes, and Podchaser. You can also stream them directly from our Podbean website at mrrobinshoodpodcast.podbean.com.
For free.
So we'll close now by reminding everyone, as we always do, to
stay hungry, stay foolish, and most importantly, stay weird.
And please continue your philosophizing on the walls of bathroom stalls.
And throw your clocks out, because screw time. Good night. Oh, and remember to get your pets spayed and neutered. Isn't that what Bob Barker says?
Yeah.